Oh man, I can't tell you how glad I am to be back. What is up, guys? It is Uncle Bob, and welcome to the channel. Welcome back. How's it going, everyone? Or no one. Nobody watches these, but no one needs to. These are for me. But yeah, yesterday I did something dumb, and then I don't even think the problem I had anything to do with the mess up that I had. Yesterday I was getting the kids' dinner ready, and I was on the phone with my girl, and my phone here went all the way 100% submergioed into the water. Just all the way down. And was working on getting the moisture out, and everything seemed to be working pretty much fine. Everything seemed okay. So, I was pretty happy. And then my phone did this thing that it did probably like 3 months ago. And I don't know if it's because this phone is as old as it is, but it'll have times, and of course it doesn't do it while I'm recording. It never will. But there will be times that my phone screen will shut off as if I locked it, but I didn't lock it. And it doesn't do it that often. But normally when it does that, I just tap the screen and I unlock it and everything's fine. Nothing crazy. Everything hunky-dory. Well, I've had 2 times now, one a few months ago and one last night, where the screen went black like it locked on me, but then everything else was working properly. My screen would stay black, but I could feel the touchpad and everything still working. So, last time it did it, I went to a phone repair shop, and they said that, yeah, the screen can do that sometimes. It's, you need to get a new screen. And I'm like, all right, if I have to get a new screen, it is what it is. So I went and bought myself a new screen, dropped $100 on it, because this phone is like 10 years old. It is an old Bessie, for sure. Got a new screen, and then Power One, Reaction, HP3, MP4. Okay, those are, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, there's a big part of me that wants to just, at a new level, just go and save now, for no reason. But like, the urge. Okay, that's enough. But I spent $100 on a new screen. I paid for the special delivery, speedy delivery, whatever. Spent an extra $20 on that. And 4 hours after purchasing that, and it was one of those shady places in Walmart that wouldn't give me a refund, but my phone screen turned back on by itself. Okay, we're starting off with this. Don't you start. So yeah, my phone screen turned back on like 4 hours after I bought that. So that made me very happy, as you can imagine. But ultimately, my phone turned back on and was working properly, and I'm fine with that in the end. Bro, we're starting off by Lars just getting whomped on. Yeah, he would have died anyway. That's really annoying. Reset it is. So, my phone was working. Whatever. It is what it is. So, last night, my phone did it again. So, and also to add to all of this, my on button, like the home button, the lock screen button on my phone, doesn't work anymore. Because of course it doesn't. The phone's old. It could be something else wrong with it, but I just chalk it up to its age at this point. So I don't want to let it die because I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn it back on if it does. There might be a way to do it, but I don't know. And I'm not chancing it, and I haven't, and I don't think I'm going to. I am pretty good about not letting my phone die, so I'm not super worried for the time being. Gwen! Yes. Okay, I don't really care about an antidote herb. Just ate it for no reason. But yeah, so because of that, my bright idea was to see if I could plug my phone into like any computer or anything to see if I could, because I've heard supposedly there's supposedly to plug my phone into a computer. I was trying to hear and see if I heard my daughter whining. Okay, Lars, just attack over in that direction, please. Lest you embarrass me anymore. Slightly redeemed. And there's Gwen's level again. Now these are set levels. I've learned that already. Stats are not random. Which I don't know if it's good or bad, I don't really care too much. I accept that some games have random stat levels and others don't, and that's all there is to it. Okay, you do that, you do that. Yeah, I wanted to plug my phone into just anything that would allow me access to it because I heard that you can actually, nice, you can basically restart your phone from there. So that's what I was hoping to do. I went to a library, couldn't do it. Took it to the same repair guy that ripped me, well, not ripped me off, just go and give me a refund. Let me be perfectly fair to the guy. Oh, Lars, what are we doing, bro? No, come on. Thank you. Get rid of him. Gwen doing 10 damage to the mummies is gold. Add a girl. Add a fucking girl. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do, and I couldn't do it with anything. I took it to the library, and it made sense that like their computers that they have there, I had the option of like connecting to my phone, but it wasn't letting me do it. And I was like, okay, well these are, there might be certain administrative restrictions that they just put on these because they're like public use computers. That made sense to me. I tried using my son's Chromebook, which is basically a laptop, and same thing. There was like administrative things that wouldn't let me do it, which makes sense because it is also this fucking guy. Yes. Bro, Gwen is on a fucking roll. Gwen. I'm so fucking proud of this character. She is fucking slaying. A true Yas Queen moment. Hell yeah. But yeah, nothing worked. Nothing worked. The repair guy couldn't do it. Told me it wasn't even possible, so I don't even know what it was that I read. But you know, what you read could be full of shit. So yeah, I was just very bummed. And of course, like right as I'm like getting the kids ready for bed and just like settling into, you know, just settling into shit being, you know, settling down for the night, my phone starts back working again. Probably like 2.5 hours ago. So it is working again. Okay, this is one of my least favorite combinations here. See, that's what I don't want. I can't have them both doing that. No, I need... Okay, never mind. Lars, bro, you're fucking killing me. There we go, not too bad. Can't feel bad about how much of that we're using right now. I gotta make my way all the way back up this tower because I was following a guy that looks like those gremlins, those little purple guys, and I walked off the edge of the building. And if I didn't know better, I'm probably gonna do that again this time because life would be funny like that. This is one of the worst combinations here. Good. Now, like, the most they can do is 3 of these. Which is so much. Like, you just got a war of attrition, these guys. And win. Oh my lord. Dragon's Bane? What the fuck is Dragon's Bane? This sounds lovely. Is it equipment? Okay, apparently that makes someone less prone to sleep or stop spells. I'm just gonna honestly put that on the big man because honestly, as long as he lives, I can make do with just about anything. I'm so mad at everything about this fucking dungeon. There we go. Absolutely not. Three Gorgons is where about I draw my line. Give me this guy. Putting me right at the corner again. No, that was a waste. I shouldn't even have tried. Cool. I like a bunch of had nose. Why would you do that? Lars is asleep. Thanks, Jack. Lars discovered fairy water. Alright, Gwen used a medical herb. Bro, they designed this to fuck you up. What's the catch, eh? It shall be thy last. But they didn't. And I get a preemptive strike on all of you? Yeah, they're not even a proper boss. Lars. Thou hast found the star's crest. Stars. Alright. Outside we go. I don't even know what this spell is for, or this item is for. It's clearly important. I don't know what for. But it also doesn't matter. I found what I needed to out of there. I found the dungeon item, one would say. Yeah, man, I was thinking I was going to lose. Wait, whoa, what are we doing? I'm going into autopilot. Yeah, we're all healed. We're all good. How much for 34, 84? So it's basically at the exact same time, but Gwen he'll have gotten from being 7 away, will have gotten within 6. Because they'll both gain a level at the same time. Nice. Alright, well, time to go back to not knowing where I'm going or having any goals or dreams or aspirations in this game right now. Really. Bro, Gwen almost killed you. Yeah, get out of here. Gwen is strong enough at this point to hit someone with a reality. Oh, I was gonna say, if she kills him after I said hit him with a reality check, bro. Doodaloo, doodaloo, toodaloo, toodaloo. Brum 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 brum. I traveled myself a pretty decent way on foot. Ain't that just the cutest darn thing you ever seen? Lars. 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 How are we not killing people? Alright, it was an NPC that said something about somewhere, I think. I know, so descript. Okay, so just go east. Not everything I did, just east. What, were you waiting on the ship for me? Did we seriously steal MP? Oh my god, I love you so much, Gwen. I know this story doesn't have a love interest, but you're my love interest. Not your cousins. That'd be weird. We don't do that around these parts. Bro, it's even worse. Why are you here? After everything I have fought, what business do you have? Yup. Alright, well, next time we're back home. We're back home in Alifgard. We will explore here and see what exactly is going on. Because I went and did a whole thing for nothing. Even though that item just sounds important enough, like I'm going to need it in the end regardless. Because I remember the first Dragon Quest was a lot of random gatherings of the sacred artifacts or whatever. So we'll basically do the same thing here. So till next time, guys.